Before we go,
Yeah?
I wanted to say thank you for trusting me to be your eyes.
Man, what are we cosplaying now?
This is IamStormz, and in this video, I'll be going into depth on what makes him Minecraft's greatest villain. Hi guys, so before we get into this video, I just wanted to introduce myself. This is my first ever Minecraft analysis video, but I plan to make many more in the future, focusing specifically on the Wisp SMP. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe. I know that, you don't just want to be giving out those subscriptions for free, but, please consider it. Come back at the end if you enjoyed. Maybe consider pressing it, please. Thanks. So a quick little rundown in case anyone doesn't know what the Wisp SMP is or hasn't watched it fully. Stormz is part of an organization called Vanguard, whose base of operations is known as the City of Life, which is a massive city surrounded by barrier blocks, which encages lots of weak players that act as slaves for Vanguard. The elites of this group all have shields with numbers on that represent their position, with one being the strongest and descending. Stormz is number 3 in Vanguard, so you immediately get the impression that he has lots of power, but this is further proven by what he does later on. Anyway, I think that should be enough context for now. I'll add anything on later if needed, so let's get into the main part of the
All right,
video.
listen, I'm gonna go do what I can and try to get more info, but they have that item. It's not as easy as you think, dude. He got
Yeah.
out. He was literally about to die. He was on his last totem. He just used it and got out. There's nothing you can really do in that situation.
Stormz, otherwise known as IamStormz, is first introduced to us at the end of Slushly's video, Searching the World for My Best Friend, in this clip.
New trims for all Aspen. Why would you do that?
I see it. I have eyes on division.
Are you absolutely sure?
I mean, they're messing around with it right in front of me.
Alright then. Prepare an all-out assault.
Right off the bat, we can see that Stormz has a lot of power by sensing his, or I mean, through his dramatic entrance into the storyline. The ominous act of his hunter, Floatives, watching Slushly and Aspen use the fishing rod, is quite eerie, and when you consider that he has this much influence without even being there in person, it exemplifies what we already suspected. But why are they interested in this fishing rod, and why are they calling it Division? Well, this fishing rod is a command block item that was summoned in a long time ago. The superpower of this fishing rod is that it can teleport the user with the closest person to them within a certain range. This immediately shows that Stormz is power hungry as he's hunting down all the command block items that are available. I can only assume that he's using these to gain power to act out of malice against other players, as at this point in the story there isn't really anyone that's much of a threat to him. In his next video, Working with My Enemy to Save the World, Slushly teams up with Aspen as per usual, and an unlikely enemy-termed ally, Will, in order to attempt to kill Stormz and Floatives. Unfortunately, due to issues with Aspen being previously blackmailed by Stormz, she saves him, meaning this goes nothing as per planned.
I'm noticing a distinct lack of death message.
No, it's coming. I don't. He hit a lot of totems, I guess.
Totems don't pop in the void. Yo, there's blocks at the bottom of it.
What?
Look down.
Oh.
So where'd that wood come from?
Well, too late.
That's a really good question, actually.
This is quite disheartening as it presents Stormz as a character who can get whatever he wants pretty much whenever he wants it. And there was almost nothing that Slushly, Aspen, Will, or anyone else could do about it for that matter. In the 2 following videos on Slushly's channel, I survived the Hunger Games on a hardcore Minecraft SMP, and I explored Minecraft's Forgotten Worlds, we see Slushly undergo the tortures of IamStormz for not submitting to him. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll simplify it quite a lot. In short, we go from Slushly losing to Stormz alongside Will. They're captured. They are taken to participate in the Hunger Games alongside a bunch of other One Life players. And then, well, they are transported to another dimension. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not the Nether. It's not the end. It's not the Aether. We're not playing that version of Minecraft. But it might be quite nostalgic for some. It's the old versions of Minecraft, the original screenshots, different maps like the Elytra course, stuff like that, the Xbox minigames, before they eventually managed to escape after a long journey and fighting back against the people that were keeping them captive. At this point, Will decides that he doesn't want to go on any further. This is because he instead wants to stay out spawn and protect the innocent players there. However, Slushly needs to dig deeper into this. By this point, Aspen is long gone with Stormz, and he wants to know why, as he doesn't know anything about that blackmail situation. So, he journeys to the City of Life, gets all the keys he needs, and enters. Inside, he finds Aspen, and they have this conversation.
Temperature.
Yeah. I don't want to be here. I don't have a choice, though.
I'm sorry that you ever thought that having a bad past would make me hate you.
This wholesome conversation clears everything up, and Slushly and Aspen eventually plan to leave together. But that doesn't quite go as planned, unfortunately.
Before we go,
Yeah?
I wanted to say thank you for trusting me to be your eyes.
This moment right here is what sets Stormz apart from other typical Minecraft villains and the other villains on Wisp SMP. This act of killing Aspen, it was so unnecessary. Slushly and Aspen had zero power against him. He had everything. He had the fishing rod, he had it all. Yet he kills her anyway, just to prove a point that nobody can have anything when he's around. And I don't respect Stormz for that, but it makes him a great villain. Let's wrap this up. Why do I think Stormz is arguably one of the best villains in Minecraft history? Well, he had the opportunity to kill Slushly, Aspen, Will, after he got what he wanted, but he toyed with them throughout it all. He sent them to the Hunger Games, he sent them to older versions of Minecraft, he made sure that Slushly would come here, he orchestrated this entire thing just to see Slushly fail in front of his own eyes. And I think that this sets him apart. He's just such a sadist, just wants to watch the world burn for the fun of it. At this point, I don't really see any clear motivations in what he does other than power and wealth. But in terms of killing Aspen, I see no reason why Stormz would want to do that other than breaking Slushly out of his hero mindset, which he didn't even have by this point. All in all, it was more of a showing of power than anything else, but it's still so incredibly enjoyable to see such a shift in the plot. I'm sure so many people, when they first watched this, thought that Aspen was never going to die again. She was Slushly's main side character, main character, Slushly's main side character. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what it felt like. And she just dies. It looks like Stormz really has no limits. Slushly better kill him off. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I would like to thank anyone that's still here by this point for watching. Like I said, I'm sorry to shove it down your throat, but please consider subscribing. I need this. It would be amazing. It's kind of a goal of mine for one of the creators on Wisp to see one of my videos one day. Now, it might not be, I don't know, Slushly or Newfully or Lunag or Galaxy or Demify or whoever, but like, I don't know, anyone, like, it could be Will, it could be so anyone on the server. That would be a dream come true. So I'm gonna keep trying to make these type of videos until that happens. But of course, I also wanna go for a subscriber goal of 10,000. I think that would be up there as well as a close second for my goals. But thank you for watching. Let me know what I could do to improve these types of videos, what I should cover next. And yeah, peace.